Bitcoin is currently creating a hidden bullish divergence, and while this is happening, we've got some very interesting data that BlackRock is secretly buying Bitcoin and nobody knows it. So I will be talking about this and many more important charts on the imminent short term for Bitcoin. I will of course give an update on the longer term perspective and many more important charts. So don't forget to slap on that like button on today's update video. Can we smash it back above 400 likes? With that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the imminent short term for Bitcoin. And once looking at the imminent short term for Bitcoin, we can straight away see here we're creating a CME gap over the course of this weekend, and today's the day that we're going to fill it up here. And like you can see, so far Bitcoin has been hovering around that CME close price the entire weekend so far. It's trading around 26.1k, and I will be not expecting something else for the remaining of today. So Bitcoin is probably going to remain to be super boring, and I will be expecting that Bitcoin is just going to be hovering around this price. However, if we see a big pump or dump before the weekend ends here, I'm expecting that we will be trading around the 26.1k on the beginning of Monday. So we're seeing super boring price action, but at the same time Bitcoin is creating somewhat of a bearish flag here on the 4 hourly time frame. We're creating an upper sloping support line, an upper sloping resistance line on the top side, and basically what we're currently seeing here is that Bitcoin is about to be creating a big move here. So Bitcoin is consolidating, getting ready for another move here. It's right now consolidating, and it's just a matter of time before the next move is going to get initiated for the price action of Bitcoin. And what you can currently clearly see here is that on this move towards the downside, Bitcoin of course saw a massive dump here, and while we had that 15% correction for Bitcoin, we also saw that more than 30% of the open interest of the entire market got wiped out. And on that movement towards the downside, we saw a big wick towards the downside for Bitcoin. And on that wick towards the downside, what we could have seen here is that a lot of positions, especially long positions, got wiped out of the market. And if we're looking at on-chain data, we can see there was not a lot of spot selling going on, but more in the leverage side of things in the market. And that's why we also saw 35% leverage, and that is why we also saw a 35% deleveraging in the market. But since we had created this big wick towards the downside, there is a lot of remaining liquidity in the market sitting around at $25,000. So what I will remain to be saying here is that I expect that Bitcoin could still first come towards the downside, touch $25,000 before potentially having that bounce here. Why? Is because always if there's a lot of liquidity on a certain level, Bitcoin tends to be grabbing it. And what is also interesting to see here is that while we create this bottom, there was not a huge inflow of a lot of open interest in the market. No, people only exited their long or short positions in the market. What is in my opinion a very interesting development, because historically speaking, if we look at Bitcoin, the lower the open interest is in history, the lower the risk of buying Bitcoin is as well, and the higher the chances that Bitcoin is going to be going higher. So I think this is a very good opportunity that everyone's got right now in the market, and I will remain to be saying this. I think that this is a good time for accumulating Bitcoin. I've been saying it for quite a while. This is my personal opinion. I think 2023 is the year of accumulation, and 2024 is going to be the year of the big bull run for Bitcoin. And you can see it also over here. The funding rates remain to be negative. Bitcoin is currently creating and having a pretty historical buying opportunity, just like you can see from previous occasions where the funding also was so significantly negative, like it is currently in the market. And while this is happening, I also quickly want to be pointing out here, while you are maybe panicking in the market, BlackRock is secretly buying Bitcoin and nobody knows it. BlackRock is a major shareholder in 4 out of the 5 Bitcoin mining companies, and BlackRock is a major shareholder in the 4 of the biggest 5 Bitcoin mining companies, and you can see that they're all number 2 shareholder rank, what is of course quite a huge amount, and these companies are worth billions and billions of dollars, what is of course quite a significant amount of money that BlackRock has been investing into these Bitcoin companies, these Bitcoin mining companies. So while you're maybe panicking, BlackRock is trying to get their position ready for Bitcoin, and they're doing it also by investing into mining companies. So BlackRock is maybe not on the front page buying Bitcoin, but they're definitely doing it on the background, buying up these Bitcoin mining companies. Further on, we can see that Bitcoin remains to be super boring here, but if you want to be buying or trading it, you can currently claim a free $1,000 Bitcoin or XRP long or short position. All you need to do here is go to the link description of today's video, sign up an account using the link below here, and after you've done so, you only need to deposit $100 within 7 days here, and you can claim your free $1,000 on Bitcoin or on XRP. So that is definitely super valuable. So go to the link description to claim your free $1,000 right now. Further on, we can see Bitcoin is creating a bullish divergence on the 3-day time frame, and if this does decide to be playing out here, we're probably going to see more upside. But just like I said and stated in the beginning of the video, video. Still, I think $25,000 could be reached, and if that does decide to be happening on the daily time frame, Bitcoin could very well create a bullish divergence, because yeah, the RSI is bouncing a little bit here, and if we do create a little bit of a lower low on the RSI, we could be creating a very beautiful bullish divergence on the daily time frame, what could also mean and indicate we're going to be having a very good buying opportunity. So at the same time, we do know Bitcoin is finding support around the 25,000 US dollar region, and that is of course a super important level where I will be expecting Bitcoin is going to be holding its support on. Of course, in the upcoming month, September, it's historically been not a very strong month here. In 2016 and 2015, it has been a positive month, but every month since has been a negative month in September for Bitcoin. So September is not really looking very promising, and that is why I should be very careful with Bitcoin in the month of September. It probably is going to be once again a bearish month here, but October I believe to be a super bullish month for Bitcoin, since October has only been twice negative in the entire history of Bitcoin. So getting super excited about it, but October is definitely the month we should be looking out for, especially Q4 of 2023 here. Then also a quick thing that I want to be saying here, if Bitcoin ever will be starting to flip gold, this will be putting Bitcoin on $610,000, a very significant amount, and it's a pretty realistic scenario that is going to be happening in the coming 30 to 40 years here. So there is a lot of money to be making with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin were to be going to $600,000, it's going to be more than a 27x from now on. So if you really want to be making money, I think Bitcoin is a very safe investment, and of course you should always do your own research. This is just my personal opinion, and unlike gold, Bitcoin is going to be becoming more and more scarce over time, and in 240 days the next Bitcoin halving is already going to be happening. So make sure to pay attention. The next Bitcoin halving is going to be imminent. It's going to be happening very quickly. Before you know it, it's too late to be accumulating cheap Bitcoin, and Bitcoin will be sitting above its highs once again here. So thank you so much for watching towards this amazing new update video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.